Hello and welcome everyone. Hello. Welcome. I'm excited to be back tonight and I'm really looking forward to being able to share some information with you as we have a conversation, because it's always nice to have a conversation. And hi Soph, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Let me know where you're tuning in from. That'd be fantastic. So, it is I think anybody these days who have, any sort of financial struggle, it's really important that they know where it's coming from. As a law of attraction coach, it's been, times when I have had to really, hi baby Japanesey, welcome. Hello, your fave, Destin. Welcome to the show. What, Lacey, Lamb and Sky, Lucy, Lynn, welcome. Tiki Toki, welcome. Nathan, welcome. And Maria, just let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to know where you're coming from, because it's always great to, I think, know where people are and who you're talking to, where your audience is. So hey Tiki Toki, hello to you too. And thanks Jen, thanks for the rose, I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, this is moving really fast. People are coming on. Kamala, Giri, welcome, hello. Zaya. And yeah, so I think that, there's so much financial struggle out there again, in the economy these days. And I don't think it really, thank you for the love, appreciate it, thanks Jen. So I think that, it's really important that people understand where it comes from, and often it comes around, fantastic, thanks Kamala, thanks for asking. So welcome Kira. So I think that, people don't realize often that they've carried this probably for their whole life. And, hey Yasna, welcome back. Thank you for being here again. So I think it's also, hello. Hey, oh, that's gone. Don't know where that went. So I think, how often are you checking your bank account, hoping that there's been a deposit put in there, and instead you're seeing maybe some overdraw fees. Here in Australia, we have something called an overdraw fee. Thanks for the love. Yes, no, appreciate it. Thank you. That's you, Tiki Toki. I was going to say, yeah, let me know in the comments. So, it's really tough. Like, it really is tough. And where are you from, Tiki Toki? What country are you in? Just let me know, because it is really hard to save, and it's really hard. So you are in Australia, yeah. So I don't know what age bracket you're in, but here in Australia, the pension definitely, if you're in the rental market, in the private sector, it's definitely not enough to live on a pension, so it makes it really tough. And 55, yeah. So, you seriously are at that point where retirement, how does that look for you? Like, does it look like it's a way off? And you have a mortgage as well, yeah. So it's really tough. Like, you just can't survive on a pension. And hopefully you'll have your mortgage paid off before you retire, so at least you don't have those ongoing costs. But it was only a few years ago that I was in the same position where, I was looking at my bank account and hoping for a deposit, and, just wasn't there. And instead I'd look up and there'd be another payment came out that I didn't have enough for. So, here in Australia, as you know, Tiki Toki, there's like they charge you for everything that goes on in the banks these days. So, you're on a carer pension, look after your mum, yeah, right. So you can only work a little bit, yeah. So it does make it hard, and that fear of it is a fear. It's a fear that is it ever going to change? How are you ever going to go for another? Welcome, Lisa. Hi. Like, to unlock that potential of being able to earn enough to live in retirement, not survive and not just be comfortable, but just have a little bit more, have that extra. Because if you don't, thanks, Lisa, appreciate that. So if you don't, I've done the figures a number of times, and honestly, you need around about, if you sold your property, absolutely, I totally agree. You need around about almost $2 million to just get by a little more than comfortable for 30 years or 25 years. I think I worked it out over 25 years more recently. Because, hi, Diona, thanks for joining us. So, it's like what do you do? Where do you go from there? And how can you do it? So, no, that's right. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. The banks don't think that you have enough to service those loans. So, you've just got to think that, where do we go from here? What are the options, and where, what can we do? And, if you think you're never going to get ahead, it just keeps bringing you more of the same. So, I think, over the years, I think many of us have made the sacrifices as well. And then, like I said, I went into law of attraction coaching and learning with Bob Proctor, and that's when I really started to let go of all those old beliefs that I couldn't be successful. That I had to let go of. I wasn't good enough, or I wasn't able to really successful as for everybody else, right? It was through the trainings of Bob Proctor, and that's where it came from. So hi Mia, thanks for the follow. Hi Bella. So you get to a point where you've really got to, and they always say that the teacher turns up when the student's ready to learn, and that's exactly what happens. So I was fed up, I was tired, I'd had enough. I was sick and tired of working in a part-time job and trying to run a business. And, it wasn't getting any better. So, as you know, like if you grew up in Australia and you're over 50, then all those old things of, we were told that if we worked hard, that would be equal to financial security. And, you look into financial security and, you look at getting the financial security, but it just doesn't happen anymore with inflation and, everything else that's going on. It's just near impossible. So what's your biggest financial worry right now? Obviously for you, Tiki-Toki, it's, how are you going to be able to get through and make sure that you have enough for retirement? Like I said, it's a minimum of $2 million for 25 years to just be comfortable in life. So it's not with all the extras, it's barely getting by. And if you have a rent or mortgage in that time, well, pretty much you're buggered. It pretty much just doesn't work out. So, waking up at 3 a.m. worried sick that I wouldn't have enough for retirement, looking at the bank account, seeing that it wasn't growing, that it was going down, superannuation fund from all the years of me and my husband working, just it wasn't working. Like the superannuation kept dropping. They take huge fees out every year on super funds. And so, if you're not adding to it, you're losing money. And so, it just becomes like one big bad cycle that you're in. So, if there was one thing that you wish you could do in retirement, but feel like you can't or won't be able to afford it, what would that be? That would be my question. Hey, hi Nick. Hi Ricky. Welcome. What do you wish you could do in retirement? What do you wish you could afford to do in retirement? Because 25 years is a long time. It's a very long time if you haven't got enough money. Yeah. Hi Leonardo. Hi Zachary. Welcome. So how do you visualize that better future? I've got strategies and tools that I've learnt, from all the coaches and mentors that I've been involved with. And, I'm able to actually help people break through. I'm able to actually help people to remove those limiting beliefs. And hi, Ava May, welcome. And, look at their future with, hope, not just hope, but the reality is it is a much brighter future. And that's so important, that you don't stay in that financial stuckness. That's not even a word, but, you don't stay stuck in that financial dismay. So thanks for sharing, Zachary. Appreciate that. So, then we've got to look at identifying that real problem, the real problem as to why we're there, why we're in that position. That's super important. And, like I said, you're going to need at least, $2 million minimum for retirement here in Australia. And that's without any extras. That's barely getting by. So would an extra 5,000 or 7,000 a month be of benefit to you? Do you think that would make a big difference in your life and your family's life? How can you join what, Karen? What were you wanting? How do you join? What's good? I'm not sure. I need more information, guys. Sometimes the questions come after I've moved on to another part, so I'm not exactly sure what the reference is to, but yeah, let me know. Hey, Elsa Bird, welcome. So 5,000 to 7,000 extra a month gets you all those extras. It gets you a lifestyle that you don't have to give up. It gives you it gives you the opportunity to say yes more. If you've got grandkids, it gives you an opportunity to give them more, and be there for them more, because you can afford to do all those extra things. So, but just relying on a pension just doesn't work anymore. It's too hard. So, traditional retirement plans are out the window, guys. Just doesn't work anymore. So, I guess, has anybody here, drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever tried online income, working online just to earn that extra income. Let me know. I'd love to know. Hi, Woz, welcome. So, have you ever worked online, to earn income? Hi, Markin. So, but if you haven't worked online and found a way to earn online, what has stopped you from doing that? What do you think? What do you think that is that stopped you from doing that? What do you think that might be? Is it fear? Is it just the unknown? Is it because you've tried it before and it's failed? Is it, what's the reason? What's the reason you're not doing something online to earn income? What do you think it is? Because I've done a few things. I know, I get it. There's been scams. There's been, people looking out and going, there's another silver item that I'm going to chase because, so it really depends on the type of how it's, you want to earn income. So you want to earn online. Is that what you're saying, Zachary? You want to learn how to earn online? Because, I've got a few things that I do, but I do know that this digital marketing space that I never had anything to do with until 12 months ago has really changed the way that I do business now, because I have got a number of different online businesses that I work, but I still only do a couple of hours a day. And, the rest of my day I choose where I go and what I do. So, Zachary, if this is something that, if you think that you're interested in the digital marketing space, drop a yes in there for me, or drop a 1 in there. And I'll definitely make sure that we get the information to you. And I can show you what that looks like. So what I might do is when I do this, just give me a minute. I'm going to flip my camera. Whoops, here we go. There we go. So what happens is when you, in my bio at the top, I've got a link there, a website. If you go onto that, it'll bring this page up. All you have to do is add your email address, and then you'll get some emails from me. You'll get a video once you click on send me the blueprint, and then you'll start getting emails. Now, this is all automated, so I literally don't even have to physically send you the emails. It's all set up for you and it's done. Even the emails are done for you. So you don't even have to worry about what to write. So this really is a great way to start. Now, once you do that, then it'll take you to this page. Now, I'm going to go down the bottom because there's a number of different options here. And I want you to know that there is something for everybody. This is now licensed. It's a licensed opportunity, so you do stand out among the noise out there. But you can see here there's a $100 option, a $300 option, and a $600 option, and then you have the $900 option, which is up here, the Legacy Builders Program. This is the $900 option. If you do the $900 option, you end up with 4 income streams. If you do the $600, you only end up with 3. If you do $300, you end up with 2, and $100, you will only end up with 1. Because you get the resale rights on selling whatever program you buy and anything less than that. So you get the rights to resell that over and over as many times as you like. You don't have to create the products, they're already there. And so this is why it works so well. I'm just going to flip that again. That's what will happen. So so that's okay. Like, it doesn't cost you anything just to have a look around and get the emails. So if you want to pop an email address into that link up here at the top, copy and paste that into a browser and you can do that. That's absolutely fine. Thanks for the follow, Ruben. Hi, Olivia, welcome. So, when you pop your information in, those emails will come out to you automatically. So it'll give you an opportunity to really have a look around and and weigh it all up. Now, I can tell you, when I started this 12 months ago, I actually didn't have the money to do it. I had to find a way, and in fact, we sold stuff, so I could. Yeah, you can use your mum's email if you like. That's fine. So yeah, I had to. We sold things from the house that we weren't using anymore, so I would have the money, because what I could see here was the opportunity where you get 100% profit, so you don't share the profits with anyone. So if you sell something, Zachary, what happens is you actually get 100% of everything that you do, of everything that you sell. I get nothing, you get it all. So it depends how much you put into it and how committed you are. There's people in this community that, let me just have a look here. Like I said, it's entirely up to the amount of effort that you put in. But here's something, somebody did this 6 hours ago. They had an $1,800 day selling the Legacy Builder program. So, then somebody got 200 leads and 3 sales. They got, three $300 sales. Sorry, one $300 sale and two $900 sales. So, how much time are you committed to doing this? Because if you are, you can go to bed at night and wake up in the morning and have money there. So somebody made their first 10K, got their second 100 sale for the week. Like, it really, these are real people that have, real income coming in. But again, it is up to you. It's up to how much time and effort you put in. Now, there is a 2-hour working day, and what that 2-hour working day consists of is creating your content, doing your videos. You don't have to do videos. You can go faceless. There is a faceless option there as well. So, you can do that. Hey, Luke, welcome. So it's entirely up to you, how much you do put in. Within the system, there is a 7 days to profit. So, it does show you how you can earn income in 7 days. But again, you've got to follow it, and step by step, very easy to follow, and step by step. It's not like, these are videos. If you can watch a video and you can pause a video and then you go and do the step, that's how it works. So thanks, Molly. Welcome, Molly. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. So this is what happens in the community, and that community, you will be part of that community. You'll be part of, so that people are supporting you and uplifting you all the time. So, it really is very supportive, and you're never on your own. You are never going to be left to do things on your own. Hey, Jason, welcome. Holla to you too. So, yeah, it's, it's something that has really helped me get out of a hole. And I just found it so easy to master that 2-hour workday so that I can then choose to do whatever. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah, it's I've lost my train of thought with that compliment. Thank you. Yeah, so I think it's really important that you know that you're never on your own, and that these steps are very easy to follow, and that you don't need to have huge master tech skills. It's very that's fine. I'm not tech savvy at all. Like I said, you put the video on, you watch a part of the video, you pause it, then you do it, do the steps, and you're implementing. So it's easy to learn and earn at the same time. Which is really important, I think, in any business, because a lot of businesses, you've been left on your own, you're deserted as soon as you pay. And, for me, I've been left on my own many, many times with different things that I've done over the years. And no, it's not. It's not a nice feeling. So I've started my own community as well, so that I now put people in there, and we work together as a team, and help each other to grow, and to ask any questions, and okay, no worries, thank you very much. Just like the Terminator, I'll be back. Thanks, Jason, appreciate it. So I think when you know that you're supported and you've got people there to help you and answer your questions, because the worst feeling is just being ghosted and left on your own, and I definitely do not like that feeling. So and it's I've been scammed, I've had lost money, I've done all sorts of things, but I now have 3 things that I focus on, and one of them is the digital marketing, one of them is my Live Good, and the other one is my community that I'm building, because they're the 3 things that I really enjoy, that I'm very, I can use my coaching in that, I can help my team. And, even though we're not a team, because you're on, it's your business, I still consider everybody part of my team, so that you're not left out in the cold. And I think that's super important. It's something that is, very high in my values as well. Hi, Ben, welcome. So, for me, that's super important to have those qualities, and therefore you're putting out the energy of getting the same back. So I'm here to help people. Hi, Liam, welcome. I'm here to help people, and in April, I want to help 10 families. So whether that's the $100, the $300, $600, or the $900 program, it doesn't, it makes no difference to me. What's important is that people can start, you can just start, and it's not hard to start. It's about taking action. I no longer wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning thinking, what the hell am I going to do tomorrow? I haven't got any money, I haven't got any food, or I can't pay that power bill next week, or whatever it is. I'm not sure what that means, Ben. Can I go in at 16? Oh, you're 16? Yeah, if you've got the money, yeah, you can. If you've got the money, you can join. I'm not, as far my understanding is that there is not an age limit on this. So yeah, absolutely. Vink, sorry, where should you send? Sorry, I'm not sure. In my bio, you can copy and paste the website that's in there. Just follow me and copy and paste that, and put your email address in, and you'll get emails back from me. So if you've got any questions at all, I will respond to those questions. Personally, I don't have a PA to do this for me. I do it all myself. So, with questions, I personally do it, but the email system, other than that, is all set up automatically, so you don't even have to do that. Like, this is an automated system, works 24/7. I've woken up in the morning, and there's been money there that I've made sales overnight. So that feeling that you don't have to be working 24/7 and you can still earn money is pretty amazing in itself. So whatever it is, whether it's $100 a day extra that you get, or whether it's $900 a month extra that you get, what what is it that you want? How do you want that to work for you? Will that make a difference in your, will that make a difference? Will that make a difference in your life and in your family's life? Your family deserve more. So yeah, earn while you sleep. Absolutely, earn while you sleep. So hi, IXV. I'm not sure. Lexvi. Not sure how to say that. I hope I've done it right. Thank you. So the examples of those people that I showed earlier that showed their wins, that happens all the time. So it's really fortunate that it's Luffy. Okay, thank you, sorry about that. So trust your intuition. If it feels right, which is exactly what I did, I had faith that it would absolutely work for me. And I sat on this until I had the money, because I didn't have the money. I had to sell items from my house in order to get to get started. It was huge. So I'm so glad I did, though, because if I hadn't have done that, I don't know where I'd be right now. So you don't have to do the guesswork. It's all done for you. They show you what works. They show you, they do the emails for you. They give you the emails to write up to invite people to webinars. It's all done. It's all done. It's just all done. So, are you willing to improve your future retirement, or are you wanting to stay in the same place? Hi Samara, welcome. So do you want to stay broke for the rest of your life, and who knows where that'll lead in retirement? Or do you want to take advantage of Andrew Tate's Real World? I'm not sure. I haven't done his Andrew Tate's work. But I believe that this works in any business, and I actually use these strategies in all my businesses. So I find that it's very beneficial because, like I said, it's 2 hours a day, and I incorporate all my businesses into that 2 hours. And then I listen to some trainings, or I jump on calls with people, or people who have bought from me. I have a call with them, make sure that everything's going well for them, and it's really about being able to support them as best I can. So like I said, high rolls, you're never going to be on your own. So are you ready to stop that cycle of overdraft fees and the fear of opening up your bank account every day? Or, are you ready to, I'm sorry to hear that, Rolls. Are you ready to start seeing deposits roll up into your bank account? Because that's what it's about. If you're ready, if you want to change your life, you've got to change something that you're doing. And that only happens when you make the change. So I'm just going to have a look here because, I can't do that. So, if you're ready, like I said, follow me, and then you can copy and paste the link up the top here in my bio, and you will, start getting an email once you put your email address in. And that way I'm there to answer any questions. You just reply to that email if you've got any questions. So I don't wear a watch. I don't need a watch. I don't need to worry about time because my time is my own. So no, I don't have I don't need watches, Ben. You know, my time is my own. So I know when my 2 hours is up, you know, I've got the time on the laptop and my phone, so I know where it is if I need it. But I don't wear watches because I don't need to know the time. So I'm very excited that you've all been here. If you're interested in going further, you know what to do. Go to my bio, follow me, and copy and paste that into our search engine, and you can definitely get an email and ask any questions that you have. So I will be back tomorrow night. Look forward to talking to you all again. Same time, same station. And I'll see you all then. Have a wonderful night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll talk to you all soon.